Warframe has a wide variety of weapons, some similar, some not, and some directly derived from other games. However, over time, a lot of weapons fall behind due to a fun concept called power creep, which I'll not explain. Sometimes, once in a million years, digital extremes buffs these weapons. What usually happens, however, is that DE gives an upgraded variant of that weapon. As an example, the regular Orthros has an upgraded variant named the Orthros Prime, which had identical stats to its base counterpart until a month after its release. Anyways, I'll go through each upgrade moniker in the game as of this moment. Expect the number 1 to be announced 5 minutes after a video is uploaded.
Greed and denial will seduce any destruction, even our own.
The most common type of enhancement a weapon receives. Primes are direct stat upgrades which usually come for a frame's signature weapons a few years after the original came out. The new variant can be gotten from relics or from a prime unvaulting/access bundle and is always an upgrade of an Orkin or Tenno based weapon. For example, the Broton Prime and Burston Prime, which neither are any frame's signature weapon and came out entirely separate from a prime access system, or the Akbolto Prime, which was wielded by Mirage Prime despite the fact that Mirage's signature weapon was the Axani. These upgrades are usually quite significant. For example, the Baza Prime. Occasionally, they have special features such as the Guandao Prime, which has a 1 second longer combo duration. Some of the best upgrades are for the Euphona and Darkra. Here are the Prime variants, and here are the regular variants. In most cases, if a weapon has a dual-wielding version, that one will be upgraded. For example, the Bolto does not have an upgraded variant, while the Akbolto does have a Prime variant. And the Bronco, a singular shotgun, has a prime variant just like its dual counterpart has a base and prime version. As a final example, the Lotto has a prime, while the Aklato doesn't have any sort of improved incarnation at all. All primes are eventually vaulted, so you should get them before they are gone.
Okay, Tenno, a lot of people are depending on you to get this done.
Each of the 6 syndicates, which can potentially send you a hit squad in the middle of a mission, also carry 3 enhanced weapon variants, a primary, a secondary, and a melee. The guns are direct upgrades with the syndicate effects, while the melees have a special gimmick instead of a small syndicate blast. Now would be a good time to mention that weapons can have multiple upgraded variants, as do 7 of these, of which only 2 here are better than the other enhanced version. As usual, these are direct upgrades for underused weapons. For example, the Sinoid Helicore has much lower critical chance and much higher status chance than a regular Helicore, because the Helicore is one of the most powerful meta weapons in the game and could have not been given a direct stat boost instead. Unlike the primed variants, these are always available to purchase from syndicates for standing, so at least their price is always stable. If you ever felt like your Grenier or Corpus weapon was underpowered, that probably means there's a Wraith or Vandal version of it. Most originally came from an event of sorts before being obtainable from a permanent farming spot, being invasions, Barokatir, and so on. For example, the Walkar Wraith was an operation reward, just like the Halakar Wraith was added in as one of the Pharaoh's offerings and never was an event reward. These are direct upgrades with no caveats or gimmicks. The Optor Vandal is a good example of this, as it is a side grade of the original weapon that doesn't really make much sense. The parts, blueprint, or built weapon is tradable, depending on if these are brought by Barrow or invasion/mission rewards. While the Ignis Wraith's blueprint is tradable, if you buy it from Barrow, it is not.
Barrow spray paints a Viper, etc., throws in a few primed mods on occasion, alright.
While Barrow likes to bring some Wraith and Vandal weapons, he does also have his own moniker for upgraded weapon types, Charisma. Unlike the other upgrade types, I cannot really make a joke about the weird change affecting how a weapon works or an inconsistent method to acquiring them, as all Prisma weapons are direct upgrades to their originals which can be gotten from Barrow and Barrow only. Usually a relatively substantial upgrade, Kuva and Tenet weapons come from Kuva Liches and Parvus' sisters respectively. Not all are upgrades. For example, the Kuba Grattler is a side grade to a regular Grattler. If you thought I meant not all the weapons are upgraded versions of all weapons, that is correct as well. But weapons such as Vatan Diplos and Kuba Brahma, they can be gotten by killing your Queenpin or Kingpin of choice. Originally, I was going to have an end to this video, but I'll just do the usual bait and switch ending instead.